Hello, this is Cheryl at Sea Spirit Tarot. Continuing on with my Crowley lessons as I learn the deck. I think I'm starting to feel like Frida Harris and go, oh, Mr. Crowley, please, this is just like so too much sometimes. Because wherever I'm at right now, these cards are leading me on a journey that are just having a lot of aha moments. I'm enjoying it, but on the other hand, sometimes it's like, oh, stop. Pretty cool though. So let's see. I'll do this a little bit backwards. The Arcturian card for today is connection. Connection. We need to connect ourselves to know who we are. We need to connect to the universe, the galaxy, to know the stars we are. It is all within us. We are basically imploding into supernovas. To go back to the womb of Sophia and the Milky Way. How's that for a start of the day? So the card we finished up with yesterday was Strength, which Crowley terms lust. And in here, the Whore of Babylon has experienced throughout her lives everything there is to experience until the absolute surrender comes, to surrender to Source. And here she is holding, that could almost be like the crown of Hathor and Isis. It's got a nine rayed star, golden star. Now, I believe I'm correct when I say that Strength is the trump card where one has reached a point of true communion with Source and no longer gets, I don't know, is intuition the word, information second source, but gets it directly from God. And then I was also just kind of putting together that our whole Stargate ascension to the sun here, is basically solar plexus and heart. And that's what I'm working on, solar plexus and throat chakra. But at this point, is surrender to God. It's an 11. I do believe that's Archangel Metatron, 9 rays of attainment in this, whatever it is, goblet to the gods, God. Anyway, that was yesterday. That's the last thing we did. And then today comes the Ace of Swords. Now, somewhere there's supposed to be oak and laurel leaves, and there's a whole big long explanation about the moons and the quarter moons and the Shaft and Venus and Thelma, which is will written somewhere. But I'm going to have to read on some of this. What is this? Yes. The Ace of Swords, along with the Princess of Swords, of which she forms the throne, right, for the ace, just as each element does, rules over the quadrant of the zodiac of Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. I got lots of action in that. Almost all my action is in that quadrant right there. These cards are being a great divine path for me. Primordial energy of air, essence of the UAU of the Tetragrammaton. Now, the Tetragrammaton, I really just started learning about when I bought another Hermetic deck. And I'm not even sure if that's right, what I'm saying, because that might be that Pythagoras one. But I know Sanskrit Blue does some kind of Tetragrammaton spread. But at that moment, this moment, I'm not worried about that because these cards are giving me enough to worry about. It's also here that we integrate what they call the RUACH, which is the intellect of the soul. So you see here that, like, I just think this is kind of cool. Here we got direct, got it on, right, with source, the universe, whatever. And here we have pierced the crown of the mind. And we have to watch the mind because the mind is our enemy. It resists. It springs conflict. It creates frustration, anxiety, worry, and sorrow. But in the right hands, this sword of truth can cut through the crap. Let's see. It's the sword of the Magus, crowned with 22 rayed diadem of pure light, and light radiates. Okay, pretty gorgeous golden card. So we got this level up. I don't remember what did we have before that. Oh, we had the Lovers to integrate. The Hermit, trying to put it all together. Why? After we integrate it, right? The straight line up here to Source to carry us on through the rest of the wheel, or to the universal wheel. And then we get the Ace of Swords. These guys are getting pretty heavy for me. We've already been to the High Priestress and somewhere else once, right? Now we got the High Priestress again. Okay? Priestress of the Moon, Priestress of the Silver Star. Time, space. She raises her arms and distorts time-space to form the goblet of the moon. It's all an in-breath, out-breath. In-breath, out-breath. Radiation, absorption, compression, implosion. It is in and out. It's a sine wave. And even this card looks like it could be just waves. It's all a wave. It's all frequency, folks. And in the middle of the Milky Way, look way in there, is the divine womb of the Divine Mother, Sophia. It's also known as the Treasury of Light. And it is described by the 13th mystery told by Jesus. Now, that's not all in the Crowley. That's some other stuff that I'm bringing in. But the Priestress card pulls all that together for me. And it's the truth behind the veil of light, the soul of the light. The crystals and jewels are suggestive down here of the hidden and the mysterious secrets of beginning of light. Okay, and this camel is some Hebrew letter. I'm not really going on with those. Isis, the Eternal Virgin. So, I think we leveled up. I leveled up, if you want to call it leveled up, whatever word you want to give it. I'm not saying I got the straight line, but metaphorically, the straight line to the messenger, to the message, the source of the message, with the Ace of Swords, and all I want is the truth. Like, my will be done, thy will be done. And then we got some with the high priestress. So we're going to get some more knowledge here again, right? We're going to explore down deep inside. Meditate, breathe. You know, you'll get so far on ascension, on taking care of so many ills with the breath. Whether you do something formal, like different types of yoga breaths, or I heard about some other enlightening breath this morning. It doesn't matter. It's the breath. It's the in and the out, the galactic breath, the radiating, the sine waves. Okay? So, I don't know what we picked up today. The high priestress. Just be aware, there's lots of stargates. And we're ascending in our body, which has never been done before. And that's what I was saying yesterday about so many of us are holding that karmic and that space for others to come to make this whole planetary wave of our planet ascend, evolve as an electric species, implode into ourselves, because it's all within ourselves, into a supernova star. As the source we came from, the cosmic womb, what did I call it? The treasury of light, the womb of Sophia. And yesterday, that was like a wish I made. Oh, wouldn't this be cool if we were going to this was the egg of Sophia. We were incubating, or so I can't remember what I said, but it clicked me because there are no coincidences, only synchronicities. And then the last card we got is the Eight of Swords. This is Jupiter in Mercury, or in Gemini, and it's pretty well caged in, Lord of shortened force. But notice two of those swords go to the ground, and the other ones are attached. And you can get, I get into stuff like they're attached and form an axis. Basic meaning of this was luck in intellectual pursuits. Well, yeah, it's a sword, so we have to remember a lot of what we're getting for the high priestess, we need, I can't even sit back, we need to feel. So control the mind, because as it said in this other one about the mind can cause so much distrust. Use this sword wisely. And if you use this sword wisely, you will, when you are constantly thwarted, is that how you say it? By interference, cultivate patience and persistence, and that will stop the influences from having an ill effect on you, because you want to just keep raising your frequency. I'm so excited on this trip we're in on this earth. I can't wait. For my goddess card, what I was going to use as my goddess card was Lust, the Whore of Babylon. But I also just realized I have the High Priestess. So I didn't pull extra goddess cards today, because the High Priestess knows all is the origin of all. And here, this woman is reconnecting with Sun Source. Sun Source. This is Moon. I cannot explain these two cards together exactly, but I tell you what, and it's all in symbols and certain words, and some words trigger things for some and not for others. I can feel this. I can certainly feel it. So, I don't know, Mr. Crowley, I might need a break, and on the other hand, I may just be totally addicted to all the feelings that these cards bring up, this Crowley deck. So, you don't see a whole lot of people using them, and of course Natalia got me to looking at and using them. But they have been, at this point, which is, I don't know, been a week or 2 weeks, I don't know. quite an adventure, a deep adventure to go on about putting a lot of fragmented facts, knowings, feelings together that I had. They're like, a whole lot of it is connecting. And of course, it is the season with the frequencies coming off the planets. And it's the season of love, and it's the season of sentimentality and remembrance and heart. So anyway, that's what we got going on right now. Don't forget your connection. Connection to yourself, connection to your family, connection to your cosmic consciousness, to the star that you are. I'm not really sure, it just says connection. So there, that's for you to take and do with what you need also. Absolutely beautiful, the sacred geometry. So it's evening. I've had a beautiful day. Had my nails done, forgot to put my rings on. Ate Greek again, Greek restaurant, and I'm home. And I might just sit and play with the cards a while. But anyway, if you sat through this all the way, I greatly appreciate your time. This is my task of self-realization, given to me by, I'm going to say, by my higher will. And it's a really interesting journey. So, may the goddess bless everybody, and I will see you later. Remember, the answer is love.